right, what's going on, people? So, getting ready for the fall garden. I decided to bite the bullet and just go ahead and purchase some soil from Home Depot. I've got about 6 30-gallon grow bags to fill. I've got maybe another 10 20-gallon grow bags that I'm going to fill. And I'm going to be doing something a little different this time around. What happened with the garden, in my opinion, which is very limited. I've only been growing for maybe a few years in terms of growing in dirt. I'm usually doing aquaponics. But since we moved on this property, first year growing here, I did some experimenting and it really didn't turn out so well. I believe I made the garden grow beds too shallow. I didn't put quality soil in them. I filled them with logs and wood chips, so that again contributed to the soil being too shallow. And the roots of the plants, from what I understand, most of the plants that I've planted like at least 12 inches of soil. And so basically what I've decided to do is give them that. Again, even though I did grow bags over there, I used a lot of large logs and wood chips on top of that. So again, I have very little soil, maybe 6 inches of soil. And so that, combined with the fact that the garden was not fenced in, allowed animals to come in and top a lot of the plants, chew on a lot of the plants. They didn't seem to recover. Bugs, I didn't prepare for pests. I didn't get any neem oil or anything. No pest control. I just let it go wild. And you know, I guess I could have watered it a little more as well. I didn't provide any nutrients for the soil. I didn't make any amendments. I did put some food in there after a while, but you know, if you don't start off with good soil and keep adding amendments or nutrients every month, then you're fighting a losing battle. So I'm going to do things a lot differently this time around. And like I said, I'm going to be using some good quality soil. I just bit the bullet, bought a bunch of soil from the big box store. I got the grow bags. Now I am going to use, since these 30-gallon grow bags are they look like they're about 18 inches deep. So I'm going to put about 6 inches of nicely decomposed wood chips in there. All right, so we've got some Nature's Care organic garden soil. We've got perlite to keep the soil moist and airy. We've got, let's see what we got here. Some more peat moss. Where'd I put my food? Oh well, I think I gotta go back to the car and get it. But this is what we got so far. So we're gonna be working with that. And let me see, this is all peat moss. Yep, I gotta go back and get the food from the car. Okay, so then over here, let me turn this camera around. We've got the grow bags. So we're gonna be working with that, filling these up with chips. So I'm gonna get ready to jump on the tractor after I let this load down. I'm going to take my cart, my gorilla cart, fill it up with chips, and start to fill these bags. Okay, so I got the food, I got the wood chips, and instead of filling the barrel, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the chips directly into the grow bags. So you can see there's a nice color on those chips. Come in here. Let me see if I can get this camera right. They're nice and moist. Good color, good decomposition, and that's what we're working with. So we're gonna fill these bags up a couple of inches, and we're gonna go ahead and fill the rest with some good soil and peat moss and organic fertilizer. Time to get our hands dirty. break on sweat. Okay, so let's get a look at these bags. And I tell you, it's like these mosquitoes have no respect for the deep. All right, so here we go. This is inside the bag. We've got it filled up, and we've got room for a good 12 inches of soil at least in all of the bags. All right, so you may be asking yourself, why wood chips? And I'll tell you why. Excuse me, get this camera right. So why wood chips? Well, wood chips are going to continue to decompose, and they're going to continue to, over time, add nutrients and break down and add nutrients to the soil. So as I continue to amend this, then those roots will have nutrients going into them for quite a while. All right. And since I've been doing my research on hugelkultur, I'm just a big fan. And so this is my form of hugelkultur in my grow bag. All right, so let's get some soil and mix that up with some peat moss, and then we're gonna put that inside the grow bags. All right, so we're mixing in the soil and the peat moss. After this, I'm gonna mix in some food. You want to grow your own food, got to get your hands dirty, got to get in that soil. Hopefully I'll get to finish this today. Still have time for my activity. You know how I like to end every day. If you watch my videos, either archery or my rifle. Actually, I was also debating going fishing again as the sun goes down, but I'm not sure what time that park closes with the pond. Food, fertilizer. Stock to Earth have very good ratings, so we'll see how it goes. Spiders are showing up already. . know, living out here in the forest, realizing that I plan to use this property as a hunting ground in addition to a food forest, I have to always keep my ears open and remember to keep my head on a swivel and just observe. The other day, I was shooting at the archery target, and as I was retrieving my bows, I realized there were 3 deer inside of the fenced-in area where we plan to put the orchard. The fence is open, or actually the gate is taken off, and as I was retrieving my bows, I made several trips back and forth before I realized they were there. As soon as they realized I knew they were there, they took off. 2 of them came out the gate, took off into the woods. 1 was trapped. Took him several minutes to figure out how to get out, most likely because he was scared I was going to come. But I just went back to shooting and I left them alone. I wish I was able to catch that on camera. But that's a perfect opportunity. If it was hunting season, for example, I could have very easily, if I was aware, went back inside, got my rifle, not the 22, and had some deer. But, you know, I still have a lot to learn. I'm familiar with skinning. I don't have a lot of practice, so that's where I need to practice. I need to practice skinning. Field dressing. So, a lot of skills to learn. From gardening, growing your own food, from raising chickens, from raising livestock, from raising fish. You know, this is going to be to food plots, to tree stands, to blinds and target practice, and you know, it's just a lot to do, but everything is enjoyable. Slowly but surely. I procrastinate a lot, but I'm giving myself several years, at least 5 years, to have this place in shape the way I would like it to be. Alright, I'll leave this here so I can get some help bringing them upstairs. Then we'll sit up on the patio tomorrow and seed them. Let's see, what do I want to do? So I'll sit down and drink some water for a minute and get ready to do some archery. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you had a good time. I hope we all learned something. And here you go. So we have 4 grow bags filled with nice decomposing wood chips and leaves that were delivered fresh. They sat for about 2 months or more. They got rained on, and started decomposing to a nice dark black color, dark brown color. And I filled about the first 6 inches of these grow bags with those chips, and I filled the rest with some good organic soil with fertilizer and worm castings. Then I put some of the Dr. Earth's all-purpose fertilizer and food in there for flowers and vegetables. I put some peat moss in with the soil to help it retain moisture, and we're going to seed it tomorrow. So that's it. I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Peace out. Simple Way Farmstead. Thank you. Mm-hmm.